Leo's insights are presented to challenge, inform, and encourage you in your quest to break free from school-based approaches to education. Building upon a foundation of unschooling, we sincerely hope these insights help you to consider how education can be truly unlimited.
We're continuing with the letter series, and since this is the final part of a continuous series, I highly recommend that you, if you have not yet viewed the first 3 parts of the series, that you do so before proceeding. Third, there are standard tests given by third party at the end of the school year to determine if the children have met provincial standards. The boy deserves to be taught to a standard, and we think you need to have some accountability to someone. Yes, the boy deserves to be taught to a standard, but whose standard are we using? The absence of true standards is the best kept secret in the entire education industry. They cannot exist. How can we standardize people? Also notice that the parent is deluded about year-end testing. If they exist, grades 3, 6, 9, and 12, they are far more a measure of how well the school is doing with the child than how well the child is doing with the school. The parents mentioned accountability without asking or answering to whom? The government? Seriously? There will certainly be a time of accountability, but government will not be the one we answer to in the end, in spite of claims otherwise. Bet to get that one straight right now. By now, Dad, you're probably steaming mad at us. That is okay. You bet it is okay. Dad has all the cards in this game. The parents do not answer for their grandchildren. Dads do. They have all the authority and all the responsibility. End of discussion, no debate. Dad should not only be steaming mad, but resolve to politely tell his in-laws to butt out and mind their own business. Dad is the one who sets the rules and expectations for his family. If others want to help, they can certainly offer advice, but they should leave it at that. We love your kids, and we know that we are only the grandparents, but we see it necessary to be the boy's advocate in this area. If we see that he and the ones to follow are getting the required education, we will be satisfied. I have no doubt that these grandparents love their grandchildren. They knew this letter would not be well received, yet they were willing to take the risk of alienated or of being alienated. They really sincerely want what is best for those grandchildren. Of that I have absolutely no doubt. However, they claim an authority they don't have. They are not the child's advocate. In fact, claiming to be so immediately condemns the parents as inadequate. What we have here are 2 opposing worldviews. Both parents and grandparents are sincere in their approach to the issues of how best to train and teach children, but they cannot both be right. The really sad part to the story is that both parties claim a Christian worldview. However, one is demonstrating faith in God and his directives, while the other is demonstrating a fear of man, his expectation, and institutions. Both are sincere, but the grandparents are sincerely wrong. However, there is hope. When we come to visit in April, we would love to have a discussion about the subject and let you address our concerns if you want to. By writing this letter, we're giving you time to think about our questions and decide if they have any merit. Yay! The end to this letter indicates that the grandparents are far more interested in developing their relationship with their children and grandchildren than in being right. In fact, they're open to being wrong, although I can predict that it will be a while before all these contradicting views can be reconciled. However, the parents have an ace in the hole on this one, and it is more than understanding the proper exercising of God's directives and authority. It is the children. As they grow older, they will demonstrate the power of doing things God's way. I have seen this so many times that whenever parents share their broken hearts with me regarding how their parents or the grandparents are pitted against them in their decision to home educate, my advice is usually something like this. Give it time, and the children will win them over with their incredible growth in skills and knowledge. Nobody can deny success when they see it. Keep in mind that success is what everyone, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and children all want. On that, we can agree, even if we cannot agree on how to achieve it. Well, they ended with love and signed as the grandparents. Yes, they do love you, mom and dad. That's for sure. Give it time. It will work out, especially as they see the positive results of home education through their grandchildren. My only advice is to politely but firmly exercise your authority. In the end, we will all equally give an account of our lives before the one who cannot be bargained with. He represents truth. Let's all seek it. So there you have it. This letter may have been written by certain grandparents to a specific couple, but it is not unique in application. Many first-time home educators have had to face unwelcome surprises such as this. Knowing exactly why you choose to home educate and be firmly convinced of its merits is very important if you are to stand firm against those who would have you do otherwise. Although unpleasant, use persecution as opportunity for growth, not only for yourself, but for those who appear to be on the other side. Now, as an aside, it should be noted that this letter was poorly written and had to be modified to make it understandable. However, nothing was changed of the message other than correcting the many grammatical errors and misspelling. This may be because the letter was hastily written, or it may also indicate that the grandparents were more focused on communicating their concerns and demonstrating their English proficiency. Either way, it clearly demonstrates that in spite of the great faith the grandparents have in school, it failed them.
We trust you were blessed by today's presentation. For more helpful information to guide you in your home education journey, please visit educationunlimited.ca and leogaumont.com. Be sure to like us and share us on Facebook.